Hi, I'm Ronnie and welcome to my channel. In today's video, I just wanted to share with you a little desk I made over that needed some TLC that I had sitting in my basement. It used to be my husband's grandfather's desk, so it was very old and in desperate need of some help. This is what I started with. As you can see, it was pretty rough, but very well made, still solid and very heavy. It is solid wood, and this is how it turned out. Now I did try sanding it. I don't know if you can tell on the drawers there, it just wasn't sanding well. It was very dark in places and it just wasn't coming out. It was pretty smooth. So instead of trying to sand it and stain it, I decided I would try to paint it instead and make it gender friendly because I wasn't sure who was getting it, whether it was going to go to a little boy or a little girl, and I wanted it to be able to be versatile and not just a cat stand. I did prime it, but after I primed it, I had leftover Glidden Antique White and Satin, and I had put 2 coats on the body. I didn't have enough for the top, so I used some from one of those Rust-Oleum kits. I had this leftover green tint that I applied to the top of the desk. And then the whole thing was sealed with this polyacrylic. I did 2 coats on the body and I did 3 coats on the top, and in between each coat I used a very high grit fine sandpaper just to smooth it. And this is what it looked like after the primer. As you can see, it's still discolored, so it needed 2 coats of primer, and I used the Zissler 123, but any primer would do. I didn't show you me painting this because nothing's more boring than watching somebody paint. And this is the top after I finished a few coats of the green. Here were the drawers after they were primed and painted, and I used 2 coats of paint. And this on the bottom is the fabric I found, and I just used fat quarters from Walmart. And I thought this pattern was very gender friendly. And I used Mod Podge and just one of those chip brushes, a cutter, and one of my little cutting boards here. I cut the fabric to the appropriate size, and I used the Mod Podge in the bottom of my drawers, and I just glued them down. Now if you ever want to remove that, you just need to pull it right up. That's the beauty of doing this. This isn't permanent, but it will stay. And I think it really brightened these drawers up. And the green and the white look very pretty together. It really freshened up this whole desk. So in this time of quarantine, somebody could put this little desk to some good use. And here's the before. And a little paint, primer, and fabric. Thanks for watching.